Here is the World on Water for November 22, and in the last 7 days we've had reports on the last 2 days of the 44 Cup. Charles and Franck on Gitana 17, the 32-metre trimaran, are between Rio and Cape Town. The Mirpuri Foundation are once again in the ocean race, focusing on saving the oceans. The finals of the 2019 Dragon Grand Prix are in Spain. At the All-Stars on Lake Garda, Bernardo Rreitisis is interviewed. The first boats are across the finishing line in the Caribbean in the Mini Transat La Boulangère. And finally, the One Ocean's Champion Sailing League in Porto, Cervo. Now, over to the penultimate day of the 44 Cup.
The 44 Cup Palmer is heating up dramatically as the teams fight to get their last points on the board before tomorrow's final tally, when the 2019 44 Cup winner and leaderboard will be decided. However, the Mallorcan weather has made life difficult for teams and race management alike. In a similar fashion to day 2, the weather made for a late start as a storm cell over Mallorca played havoc with the wind. It wasn't until after 3 p.m. that today's 2 races could be held. Consistent results for Nico Poons' charisma caused her to pull into first place with a useful 6-point lead. But the day belonged to Igor Lar's team Cervo, which scored 2 bullets, elevating them to second place overall.
We had a good start and we were third at the first mark, and we got the run right, led at the gate and held on to the end. So really pleased that we felt that race 3 the first day, we were leading that and we ended up last. So yeah, it's a tricky condition, so maybe today was our lucky day.
Alarmingly for the 2 main contenders for the 2019 44 Cup title, Team Aqua and Team Nika are sitting in 8th and 9th places respectively at the bottom of the 44 Cup Palmer leaderboard. They will have their work cut out for them tomorrow. Going into the final day of racing, incredibly 4 teams were still in with a chance of overall victory in the 2019 44 Cup, while 7 teams could still make it onto the podium. In strong winds and big waves, Charisma won the first race, while the second went to Igor Lar and his team Cervo. This effectively left 3 teams on equal points, with overall victory coming down to the last race of the season. In a nerve-wracking deciding race, fittingly held in 25-knot winds and a large sea, Team Cervo made no mistakes and scored their second bullet in a row. As a result, the Slovenian team claimed both the 44 Cup Palmer and the overall 2019 44 Cup title.
Result is great, what we didn't want to even think about because it was such a big difference between first 2 boats and ours going to this event, but obviously it worked out perfectly.
On the 44 Cup Palmer leaderboard, Nico Poons' Charisma finished tied on points with Team Cervo but second on countback, while Torben Tornquist Artemis Racing was third. Meanwhile, the podium for the overall 2019 44 Cup saw second place go to Chris Bake's Team Aqua, with Vladimir Prosikin's Team Nika third. The 44 Cup resumes in April 2020 in Porto, Slovenia.
vitesse du bateau plus le vent, ça fait presque 50 nœuds de vent apparent. On a du mal à avancer vers l'avant du bateau. Essaye de border le flot en avant. Il y a un peu de vent, pas énormément, mais il y a surtout une très mauvaise mer. C'est dur de savoir où placer le curseur. C'est vrai qu'on est sur le frein, comme la première nuit, et puis on voit notre petit camarade Massif là, qui était sur le frein cette nuit, on ne sait pas pourquoi, et il a réaccéléré. On essaie de se caler sur sa vitesse sans trop en faire, parce que je pense que le bateau peut aller beaucoup plus vite, hein, mais la mer est pas bonne. Voilà, et comme on l'a pu le voir ces 4 derniers jours, il peut se passer beaucoup de choses sur cette course. Aller vite et rien casser sur 30 jours, c'est un peu la difficulté. Donc il faut trouver où placer le curseur et c'est pas évident.
C'était sport dans le sens où on avait du mal à s'accrocher même en dormant. Même en étant allongé sur la banette, on pouvait se faire éjecter. Donc on avait un peu du mal pour soi et beaucoup pour le bateau surtout. Et on n'est pas sorti du flux de vent de face, là, loin de là. Et donc voilà, là on est en transition entre deux dépressions. Et après on ira chercher la porte des glaces au travers, reaching, avec 25-30 nœuds de vent. On a vu un rayon de soleil. Profitons parce que c'est pas encore le beau temps, loin de là.
What would you say to the children of tomorrow? One person would never have made a difference. We never saw it coming. We didn't want to change. But our world is changing. And together, we must change to protect it. We're all responsible, and we're making progress, one step at a time.
Our work is founded on science, and our mission is to create a world where people live and prosper in harmony with nature.
That's why we chose to spread our message using the winds of change. Through sailing, we encourage the world to turn the tide on plastic, creating a legacy for marine conservation. But this was just the beginning. Now, we race for the planet. Only by sharing our knowledge, working together and facing challenges head-on, we'll be able to stop climate change. As a team, this is a race we must win.
But as a foundation, this is a race we cannot afford to lose.
I think it was very good for in a short course format like this with a small number of boats to have the on the water umpiring out there operating. The jury did it very well. Getting it resolved, be able to come back to shore and know the day is finished is very nice.
The big advantage of Untitled Fleet races is that everything is solved at the moment. We are deciding with what we see and not with what we are being told, like in a jury room. And it's a huge advantage for everybody. So now we are going to have the last day, and let's go to make the race and see who will be the winner.
I feel very happy. It's a pleasure and it's very grateful to win this regatta alongside Martin and Lars. Unfortunately, our owner had to leave earlier, so he couldn't race these last 2 days, race the finals. So he gave me the chance to steer the boat, and we got our coach in the middle. And we were very lucky in the end that we pulled out the win, so we're very happy for it.
Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, back to Star Talk here in Lake Garda. Next to me, Bernardo Rreitisis from Lisbon, Portugal. I say your name right? Rreitisis?
Yes. From Cascais, actually.
From Cascais, best sushi I know. So Bernardo, how is your experience here in the Star in Lake Garda?
So far, so good. We had, I think we learned the tough way, losing the rig yesterday. Coming downwind in 25 knots to
They didn't listen to the coach, I think.
I was actually kicking his ass.
Yeah, that's true, but until you broke the rig.
No, but today, after a big effort, we managed to get another rig up, and we did 3 very nice races, finishing the regatta on the podium. So I'm very happy with that. Thanks to Frida, because he actually coaches quite well. And,
thanks for the roses. So Bernardo, looking back in your career, you're just 29 years old,
yeah.
But you've been already in so many different classes, very successful. Just to mention, you did the Volvo Ocean Race, Youth America's Cup, you did the Olympics in London in the 49er, even in the medal race. You won a bronze in the World Match Racing Tour. You became second in the RSC World. So I mean, really impressive that you are so successful in so many classes, and even winning, I've just forgot, the Dragon Gold Cup, kicking my ass again a couple of years ago with Sophie Racing. I mean, how it comes that it was 29, you're already so successful in so many different boats?
It's something that I always tried since I'm young, to keep my eyes open and be open to sail any boat, just to grow as a sailor, you know, and have as many skills as possible. And after London Olympics, that kind of you know, that drive, I always chased any project and try to be out there competing internationally, and luckily I think I've been lucky enough to be in some good projects, and I'm happy with my career so far.
And now you're in the Star, and this means something for you, because as I understood, your stepfather pushed you always forward. He used to be a Star sailor, so he must be very proud.
Yes, so since I started sailing, he sailed the Star a long time ago, and he always said, no, you have the right physics, and you have to sail the Star, you have to sail the Star. And it kind of came quite late, but when I told him I was trying the Star, he was super happy, and now he's just very happy that I finished third, and I'm actually competing in the final.
So you're already pressure is on, and you're happy to come to Nassau, of course.
No, super happy, super happy. I couldn't ask for a better chance to join these awesome sailors from various countries. It's, I think, all the good names we grow up watching, you know, watching on TV, America's Cup, Olympics, anywhere we go, those names are, you know, up there. So having the chance to sail around them and try to beat them, it's always a pleasure. I'm really looking forward to it.
I think, and I'm pretty sure that you're going to do quite well, because I have to say he was very fast on the downwind. Upwind still struggling, going to the wrong direction, 49er style. No, joking. All right, Bernardo, see you in Nassau. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Putain, t'as été impressionnant quoi. Franchement, t'es l'homme de la course.
Je suis très ému. J'étais là pour la gagner. Je me rends pas encore compte, mais c'est vraiment le bout de rêve que je fais depuis 5 ans. Quoi.
Bravo, merci.
C'était vraiment super intense. C'était le truc plus intense que j'ai jamais fait. La première semaine, je pensais pas qu'on pouvait faire un truc comme ça. Je me suis dit, bon, on est un groupe de débiles quand même.
Bravo! Bravo! Bravo!
Je suis tombé amoureux de ce sport et je ne veux pas m'arrêter à ça. C'est sûr que ça donne encore envie de faire de nouvelles aventures et de nouvelles victoires, ou pas de victoires, mais bon, en tout cas de nouvelles aventures. J'ai très hâte. Quoi.
Comité de course Mini Transat, comité de course Mini Transat pour le 905. Est-ce que tu me reçois, Patrick?
Forêt claire.
Salut Patrick, c'est juste pour t'informer, conformément aux instructions de course, que j'arrivais dans entre une demi-heure et 1 heure à peu près.
Ok, je te remercie. Bah écoute, bonjour, et puis on est là, on t'attend. À tout de suite.
Merci Patrick. Je rêvais d'une arrivée comme ça, tranquille, surtout aucun bateau à côté, tranquille, pas de vent. En vrai, c'est les premiers moments vraiment de détente de la course quasiment. Quoi. Enfin, ça fait qu'un jour et demi ou 2 jours que c'est tranquille. Mais avant ça, c'était tout le temps, il y avait tout le temps du vent et c'était tout le temps, on était tout le temps pressé par la course, qu'il y avait tout le temps des bateaux à côté. On savait que les bateaux étaient pas loin. Donc j'ai tout donné jusqu'au bout et là c'est finir comme ça, c'est un super cadeau. Quoi. C'est jamais anodin de traverser l'Atlantique tout seul sur des petits bateaux comme ça c'est sûr. Et puis ouais, il y a beaucoup de fierté, je suis très content d'avoir fait une si bonne place en étant amateur entre guillemets quoi. C'est-à-dire que moi je navigue que le week-end. Donc ouais, super content, enfin, c'est que du positif quoi. Je suis vraiment sur un nuage, je pense que je me rends pas trop compte de ce qui se passe même.
Really happy about the 3rd place. I'm really surprised. It was going okay in the beginning, but I had a few little breakages and wasn't sure about my strategy. But then in the end, I moved up and up the ladder, and then I learned that I'm 3rd. But the last 2 days were really tough. It's a great experience. I think I have to remember to be happy to arrive. and not think about the last 2 days with little wind and a lot of concentration, a lot of sun, a lot of steering by yourself, which is really tiring, especially mentally.
The One Ocean Sailing Champions League was the second qualifier of Sailing Champions League 2019. It took place in Porto Cervo on the Italian island of Sardinia. The One Ocean Foundation was the presenting partner, with the aim of spreading a culture of sustainability and preservation of the marine environment.
So for everyone, even non-sailors, the protection of the oceans is just so major, but particularly for us, being out on the water all the time, seeing how damaging it can be, stuff like the One Ocean Foundation is just really good. I don't know, we like getting behind causes like this, and I think it's really positive for the sport to have a supporter like that.
We saw 3 days of champagne sailing with fantastic winds under sunny skies. But then a rainstorm on the final day brought a surprising and early end to the regatta. So after only 3 days of racing, the best clubs earned their ticket to St. Moritz. Last year's champion, Cervo della Bari, emerged as the winner of Qualifier 2, along with another 6 qualified yacht clubs who made their way into the final.
The Rolex Sydney Hobart Yacht Race is renowned as one of the world's toughest ocean racing contests. In 2019, the race celebrates a significant anniversary, its 75th edition. The start in Sydney Harbour is one of sailing's most spectacular and a foretaste of the adventure ahead. This year's fleet, an impressive 170 yachts, is a clear demonstration of enduring appeal. Organised jointly by the Cruising Yacht Club of Australia and the Royal Yacht Club of Tasmania, the challenging 628 nautical mile course has provided a supreme test of sailing skill since 1945. Partnered by Rolex since 2002, the event encapsulates the continual quest for excellence and eagerness to push the limits of human endeavour that flow through the Swiss company's sporting associations. Line honours will be fiercely contested as always, with reigning champion Wild Oats 11 and race record holder Comanche among the favourites. Even more intense will be the battle for the Tattersall Cup and the overall win on corrected time. Last year's victor, Alive, returns alongside 9 other former winners. For all those who sail in this compelling race south to Hobart, simply taking part represents a personal achievement. Their participation also upholds the traditions and values of an event that has inspired generations for 3/4 of a century and continues to do so. The Rolex Sydney Hobart is more than just a race. It is the guardian of yachting's most prized ideals.